If you're hearing voices, I want you to watch this video all the way through. So, voices are kind of a scary thing, and if you let them, they can rule your life and eventually destroy you. When I was younger, I took every voice that I heard as my own, and I was responsible for it, and I listened to it because I thought it was just my own thoughts. But as I get older and learn more about Jesus and the Bible and the demonic warfare going on this planet right now between good and evil, the more I understand that voices are pretty much Satan's best weapon. Now, one time when I was walking through Miami, I walked past a homeless man. I believe he was homeless. He looked homeless. And I walked away, but when he was about, I don't know, 20 yards away from me, he yelled at the top of his lungs, um, shut the F up. And it wasn't towards me because I wasn't speaking. He was basically frantically yelling at the voices that he heard. And it was very startling and it scared me. And I realized what a torturous life that man is living. He's living pure hell on earth. So, my advice is to not listen to those voices that badger you, that are negative, and they are not your thoughts. You are not responsible for those thoughts. So, there's one trick that I learned in meditation. Now, in meditation, when you get a thought, you're supposed to just let it pass by you like a cloud. You're not supposed to engage with it. It's okay if you start to engage with it, but just treat it like passing clouds. And there's going to be very dark clouds sometimes. They might even scare you. They might seem to, they might have lightning and thunder in those clouds, and you might be scared for your life. You have to let it pass. The less you engage with it, the less power it has. And eventually those thoughts will go away because demons will get bored. They will get bored with you and they will leave and they will look for other people to jump into. All right. They are looking for a host who is gullible, who has low self esteem, who has a drug or alcohol addiction. All right. Someone like me, okay? But I have been sober for over 10 years, and I know from doing spiritual retreats and meditating and helping schizophrenics and whatnot that these voices can easily be beaten. Maybe not easily, but they can be beaten by not engaging with them because I believe that we are all born with this voice. And yes, some of these voices are yours, you know, that's your conscience speaking. When you cheat on a test in school and a voice says, you're going to get caught, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? That's probably your conscience speaking. But if the voices become incessant and they're more negative and dark, like go ahead, punch her in the face, like those kind of voices, the more you worry about what they say, the stronger they're going to get. And you see people on TV all the time that have acted out on these voices. I watched a show yesterday where a man killed all 5 of his children because he heard voices. All right. What happened to him in his situation, I believe, was that he listened to those voices enough to where they were so strong that he had to act out on it. There's so many people in jail right now that have acted out on these voices that aren't even theirs. They're demons. And the more you water these thoughts, the bigger they get. All right. You're watering weeds instead of watering plants. Okay. So you can change your thoughts, obviously. But the biggest thing you can do is to ignore those thoughts and let them pass. Do not engage with them, and they will get bored and leave. All right. Or they will get manageable. But do not get worried if you have a bad or evil thought. It is not you. It is basically a demon seed looking to flourish. And the only way a demon seed can flourish is if you pay attention to it, you worry about it, you have guilt and shame about it because you're like, I can't believe I thought that way. I must be bad. I must be evil. And that is exactly where Satan wants you to go with those thoughts. I can't believe I thought that. I am such a bad person. No, you're not. These are thoughts. They're random. They don't mean anything. They're evil. And they're not evil if you don't act on them. So just let them pass like dark clouds and you will get your life back. Even if you're really deep in it right now, even if the voices are really strong right now, just take a deep breath, close your eyes, let them talk, okay? Let them talk. Let the voices talk. They'll get bored. They might not leave the first time you ignore them, okay? They're going to try harder and harder to get your attention. Just think of them as annoying little children or something, or little monsters, like a cartoon monster. Make it a stupid little cartoon monster that you can easily ignore, all right? You could even laugh at them. But I wouldn't even engage at all. You don't even need to laugh. Be neutral. Neutral is key. All right. Neutral is key. Let them pass. All right. I've had some crazy voices. I've had crazy voices and they wouldn't stop. And I just lived with it. And I know a man who's schizophrenic and he just lives with it. He's been living with voices for his whole life, 65 years. And when he was younger, he engaged in it, did crazy things, took his clothes off, ran on the highway, yelling at the top of his lungs, getting arrested, getting thrown in psych wards. But as he got older, he realized that, you can't engage. You just let it pass. You let them pass like clouds and your life will come back to being yours. All right? I love you. God bless. Hit that subscribe button. We'll talk to you soon.